everyone, in this video we will learn about the production budget. After having established the sales budget, production budget is prepared, which shows the quantities to be produced for achieving the sales targets and keeping sufficient inventories. A production budget is a financial plan that lists the number of units to be manufactured during a period. That is, the production budget helps us to know number of units to be produced during the period of time. The main key elements for preparing production budget are: it helps in production planning, it helps to determine the quantity of output to be produced, deciding on maintenance of closing stock and opening stock, and it is a basis for preparing the sales budget. Therefore, we can say that a production budget details the cost required to meet the inventory requirements of the company. The production budget forecasts the cost needed to be meet the sales demand for its products. Now let us see the format of preparation of production budget. Here, this is the format which you will use for doing the problems. Production is based on sales, so we write the estimated. So we have to write the estimated sales or forecasted sales in units. Then we have to add desired closing stock. The business or a company will have extra units produced so that it can have as a buffer or meet the demand of the customers whenever asked. So this helps us to know how much has to be sold or how many units have to be kept as stock. That's the reason we add closing stock along with the sales to know the exact amount of goods to be produced during the year. So that's if we add this, we get the total units needed. Along with this, we have to deduct the estimated opening stock. Already in the business, there may be some quantity of stock which is produced and not yet sold. That is opening stock, or it can say that last year's closing stock is this year's opening stock. That has to be deducted. If you deduct this, you get the product to be manufactured or production budget. To say it in simple terms, production budget is estimated sales plus desired closing stock minus estimated opening stock. So along with sales, you have to add closing stock less opening stock will give you the production budget. Here I just want to mention once again about the closing stock. If the closing stock is on 31st December 2019 is 10,000, the opening stock of 1st January 2020, that is the next month or the next year starting itself, that is opening stock will be the same. That is the closing stock of will be the current period's opening stock. Now let us see problems based on this.
Question number 1. From the following particulars, prepare a production budget
for the year ended 30th June 2017. Products, you are given 3 products, alpha, beta and gamma, and the sales price of sales units is given 1,50,000, 1,70,000. Estimated stocks, opening stock as well as closing stock is also given. Estimated opening stock as well as closing stock is given here. So here they are asked us to prepare the production budget. As I already told you, production formula for the production budget is estimated sales plus desired closing stock less estimated opening stock. So first sales amount will record it for the 3 products. Prepare in columnar form like this: particulars, alpha units, beta units and gamma total amount. Then sales 1,50,000, 1,70,000. From that you have to add, for the three products you have written, then for that you have to add the closing stock. Closing stock is, here you can see that 1716 is given, 1717 is given. So 1716 is the opening stock and 1717 is the closing stock. So we'll add up the closing stock, 15,000 units for alpha, 4,500 for beta, and 8,000 for gamma. We get 1,65,000, 1,04,500 and 178,000 for the three products. From this we have to deduct the opening stock. Opening stock is 14,000, 5,000 and 8,000, which is recorded here. If you deduct the opening stock, we get the quantity to be produced or production budget. Production budget for alpha units is 1,51,000, for beta is 99,500 and for gamma units, gamma is 70,000 units. Question number 2. Ram Engineering Company Limited manufactures product Y. An estimate of the number of units to be sold in the first 7 months of 2019 are given below. From January to July, sales units, estimated sales units is given. It is anticipated that there will be no work in progress at the end of any month, and finished units is equal to half the anticipated sales for the next month. Half the anticipated sales for the next month will be stock at the end of each month, including December 2018. You are requested to prepare a production budget showing the number of units to be manufactured each month. So here they've asked us to prepare the production budget. First we will write the sales units. Sales units, prepare for the month of January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Prepare the columns, particulars and columns for the months. Then sales units, write the sales units: 14,000, 14,000, 12,000, 10,000, 8,000, 8,000 and 9,000. Here in the question it is told that finished units equal to half the anticipated sales for next month. So finished units are half the anticipated sales for next month. That is next month's sales. That February sales will be the closing, half of the February sales will be the closing stock of January. Similarly, March, half of the sales of March, 50% of the sales of March will be the closing stock for February. That's what is recorded here. 14,000 into 50% is 7,000, 12,000 into 50% is 6,000, 10,000 into 50% is 5,000, 8,000 into 50% 4,000 and 8,000 into 50% 4,000, 9,000 for July it is 9,000, 9,000 into 50% is 4,500. So now you have to add up the sales along with the closing stock to find out the total units needed. So 14,000 plus 7,000 is 21,000, 14,000 plus 6,000 is 20,000, 17,000, 14,000, 12,000 and 12,500. July, nothing is mentioned. Now if you see, as far as opening stock is concerned, closing stock of any month becomes the opening stock of next month. Closing stock of the previous month will be the opening stock of next month. So previous month's January's closing stock will be the opening stock of February. Again, February's closing stock is opening stock of March. That's what is recorded here, 7,000. Here 6,000 is the opening stock. 5,000 of March closing stock is the opening stock of April. April's closing stock is May's opening stock. Again May's closing stock is June's opening stock. As far as this is concerned, right from February till June, we know the details. But for January, it's not available. If you see in the question, it is clearly mentioned that finished units equal to half the anticipated sales for the next month, because the next month will be at the end of each month it will be maintained. So 50% of January's stock sales, 50% of January's sales, or you can say that the 50% of January sales are December closing stock or January's opening stock. January's opening stock will be 50% of sales. Similarly, February's opening stock is 50% of February's sales is 50 February's opening stock is 50% of sales of February's month. Similarly, for March, April, May and June, if you see, half of the sales is given. So here the sales from the sales 50% is the opening stock. So 14,000 into 50% is 7,000. 7,000 is the opening stock. If we deduct the opening stock from the amount, we get the production budget: 14,000, 13,000, 11,000, 9,000, 8,000 and 8,500. So only for January to June the details are completely given. So we will prepare only from January to June. They've asked us to prepare for the 6 months. Next, question number 3. From the following particulars, prepare production budget for 3 months ending 30th June 2018. It is a policy of the company to maintain 50% of month sales as opening stock. April 2018, May 2018, June and July 2018 estimated sales unit is given. It is a policy of the company to maintain 50% of the month sales as opening stock. So here the company maintains 50% of month sales as opening stock. So here estimated sales is given. So estimated sales will record it 1,40,000, 1,60,000 and 1,30,000 for 3 months, April, May and June. Now we have to add up the closing stock. In the question it is mentioned that 50% of month sales is the opening stock. So we'll prepare the working note here so that the things get clear and much better. So opening stock is 50% of month sales. So 1,40,000, 50% of 1,40,000 is 70,000. 50% of 1,60,000 is 80,000, and 50% of 1,30,000 is 65,000. And again for July, 50% of 1,20,000 is 60,000. So opening stock is 50% of month sales. Now we can again say that opening stock of May will be the closing stock of April, or you can say June's opening stock is May's closing stock. Is it or not? So here similarly for July's opening stock will be June's closing stock. So we have the closing stock of 80,000 for April, 65,000 for May and 60,000 for June. Now we'll prepare the production budget. So estimated sales as it is for April 1,40,000, 1,60,000 for May and 1,30,000 for June. Along with that we will add the closing stock. Closing stock is 80,000. We have put it in the working notes here: 80,000, 65,000 and 60,000. So if you add this, you get 2,20,000, 2,22,5,000 and 1,90,000. From this we have to deduct the opening stock, which is 50% of month's sales, which we have done in the working note, 70,000, 80,000 and 65,000. If you deduct this from the April, May and June units, you get the production number of units of 1,50,000, 1,45,000 and 1,25,000. So this is the production budget for the 3 months of 30th June 2018. Question number 4. A manufacturing unit plans to sell 1,10,000 units in the first week, 1,20,000 units in the second week, 1,30,000 units in the third week and 1,40,000 units in the fourth week. At the beginning of the first week, there are 14,000 units in the stock. At the end of each week, the company plans to have an inventory equal to 1/5 of the sales for the next week. How many units must be manufactured in each week? So they've asked us to prepare the production budget for the first 3 weeks. For the first, we'll write the heading production budget for the 3 weeks in units. So first week, second week and third week, draw 4 columns, one for the particulars, first week, second week and third week. Now we'll record the estimated sales. Estimated sales for the first week is 1,10,000, second week is 1,20,000 and for the third week it is 1,30,000. Then what is given relating to the stock. At the end of first week, there are 14,000 units in the stock. So at the beginning of the first week, there are 14,000 units in the stock. That is opening stock for the first week is 14,000. That is what is mentioned here. And relating to the closing stock, at the end of each week, the company plans to have a inventory equal to 1/5 of the sales for next week. So 1/5 of the sales for the next week will be the closing stock. So we'll calculate first week's closing stock is second week's 1/5 sales. So 1,20,000, 1,20,000. Second week sales is 1,20,000 into 1/5. 1/5 is 24,000. 24,000 is the closing stock. So 24,000 is a closing stock. Record it in the first week. So first week's closing stock will be the second week's opening stock. First week's closing stock will be second week's opening stock. So as soon as you record the closing stock for the first week, record the closing stock for the second week as well. Now for the first week alone, we will calculate 1,10,000 plus 24,000 is a closing stock. You get 1,34,000 less opening stock is 14,000. You get 1,20,000 for the first week. Similarly, we will calculate for the second week. In case of second week, 1,20,000 is the sales as already seen, and relating to the closing stock here, as mentioned, the company plans to have inventory of 1/5 of sales for the next week. 1/5 of the sales for the next week, that is third week's 1/5 sales. Third week sales is 1,30,000. 1,30,000 into 1/5, that is 26,000. 26,000 is recorded here in the closing stock. This closing stock of the second week will be the opening stock for the third week. Closing stock of the second week will be the opening stock for the third week, which is recorded here. Already closing stock of first week is the second week's opening stock, which we have recorded here. 24,000 first week's closing stock is second week's opening stock. Now you complete this second week's calculation. 1,20,000 plus 26,000 is 1,46,000 less opening stock 24,000, you get 1,22,000. Now coming to the third week, here the third week's details is given. Third week's closing stock is fourth week's 1/5 sales. 1/5 sales of 1/5 sales of fourth week. So fourth week sales is given as 1,40,000. 1,40,000, record it here. 1,40,000 into 1/5, that is 28,000. 28,000 is the closing stock. Second week's closing stock is third week's opening stock. So already we have recorded. So 28 from 1,30,000, you add up closing stock of 28,000 less opening stock 26,000, you get the production budget 1,32,000. Fourth week the details is incomplete because fifth your opening stock. Fourth week opening stock will be fifth week's 1/5 sales, which is not mentioned. So we are not going to record this fourth week. Only for the first week, second week and third week we are going to mention. So this is a production budget for 3 weeks in units. Now question number 5. From the following data, prepare a production budget for Krishna Company Limited. Stocks for the budgeted period is given. For A, B, C, 3 products. Opening stock, closing stock, sales requirements and normal loss percentage is given. So they have asked us to prepare the production budget. So here we'll first record the sales units 60,000, 50,000 and 80,000. Along with that we have to add the closing stock. Closing stock is 10,000, 8,000 and 14,000, which is recorded here. If you add the closing stock, you get 70,000, 58,000 and 94,000 for A, B and C respectively. Next, you have to deduct the opening stock. Opening stock is 8,000 units for A, 9,000 for B and 12,000 for C. Write it, and if you deduct the opening stock from the total available needed production budget, you can get the net production of 62,000 units, 49,000 units and 82,000 units. Net production is 62,000, 49,000 and 82,000. From this they've asked you one more step. Normal loss in production is given as 4%, 12% and 6%. So here we have to compute the normal loss. Normal loss in production is given. Loss is 4%. So it means that 4% of loss on net production is given. Net production is given. So you have to find out the loss. If 100%, because this is the net production which we have calculated. So if 100% is the total production, 4% is the loss. For 100 units produced, 4 units are lost. For 100 units produced, it means that for 100 units, 4% means for 100 units produced, 4 units are lost. So in order to calculate the loss in production is calculated, it can be calculated as 62,000 into 4 by 96. 62,000 is a net production which we have calculated into 4 by 96. That gives you 2,583 units. 2,583 units. That you have to add along with the net production. You will get the gross production. Similarly, you have to compute for product B. For product B, 2%. So loss of production is net production is 49,000 into 2%. 2% of net production will be 2 units, and for 100 2 by 98. 2 by 98. 49,000 into 2 by 98 is 1,000 units. Recorded 1,000 units, and from 49,000 you add 1,000 units, you get the gross production. The same way For C, product C, normal loss production is 6%. It means 100 for 100 units produced, 6 units are lost. So the how we'll calculate 80,000, 82,000 is the net production into 6 divided by 100 minus 6, that is 94. 100 minus 6, that is 94. That gives you 5,234 units. That is recorded here. If you add up the net loss in production with the net production, you get the gross production units. That's all relating to the production budget. The next